Hey guys, it's Comic Uno, and today I'm doing Batgirl issue 1, and this was actually the series I was most excited for from the DC reboot. I just wanted to see how is Barbara Gordon gonna become Batgirl again, like what's gonna happen. So I was super excited for this series, and the series I was most excited for, and the reason I'm wearing my Batgirl shirt today. So let's talk about the cover. I enjoy the art for the cover, and just seeing of course, when I first saw this cover and on the internet, seeing that Barbara's gonna be Batgirl again, I was super excited. The art was good, and seeing Gail was on this series, so really the cover was perfect. And let's see what's going on in this issue. Now, Batgirl's back, and she's a little bit weaker than she was, so she's trying to get back into the groove of things as Batgirl. And she defeats like these people, home invasion people, and they're defeated by her. And now she's going back home, and she's in bed or whatever, and she's like thinking, oh, I can walk now. So sometimes she forgets that she can walk because she was in a wheelchair. And she's moving out of her dad's place, so she's moving out. She gets her own apartment, and she makes friends. So we get to see a little bit of Barbara's life and of Batgirl's life, which I really love in comic books. Not just seeing superhero side, but seeing secret identity side also. So now Barbara goes to the hospital to this detective is in the hospital or whatever, and this guy's looking for the detective and wants to kill the detective. And the detective gets thrown out the window because Batgirl can't move because the guy is, I'm going to show you that scene actually. The guy has a gun pointed right at the spot where the Joker pointed at when Barbara was paralyzed for 3 years. So she's just shocked. She can't move. So the guy kills the detective, and now the partner of the detective is like, "Why did you do that? I'm going to kill you. Why did you do that?" So pointing a gun at her, and that other guy's pointing a gun at, so two people are pointing a gun. That other guy who threw the detective overboard and the detective's partner, both pointing guns at Barbara. So obviously that's tying her up a little. And that's how the issue ends. I thought this issue was a great start for Barbara. And I thought the story was good, the adventure was good, and just learning like what really how's Barbara becoming Batgirl is really important, and seeing that not everything has been erased. The Killing Joke hasn't been erased at all. But the one question I've had from this issue, one disappointment in this issue, I have to say, was Barbara Oracle at all? Yes, she was in a wheelchair, but what did she do for those 3 years? I'm guessing, alright, you can't say in the first issue, issues Oracle. Thank God, at least we got to hear that she was in a wheelchair. And she just didn't say she got shot somewhere else or something, you know? So she wasn't in a wheelchair. Killing Joke did happen. And this whole issue, which I really love, that she's looking through her life, saying the killing joke happened, Joker shot me, I can hardly answer doorbells anymore. When I wake up, I still feel like I can't feel my legs or something, I can't walk. So I want to hear how it happened. Like I said, the one disappointment, how she got to walk again, and was she ever Oracle? Those are the two things I think are important to the series to find out. But I thought this was a really good issue. Obviously, she's a little younger. Maybe one little disappointment. She's not as mature as she was when she was Oracle. She's a little bit more free-spirited. I kind of like free-spirited Batgirl also. Can't be always uptight. I like that she's a little free-spirited. But again, a little taken back and a little overprotective just because, alright, I got shot, I have to be more protective. She stood still and she couldn't move just because the guy had a gun at the spot where Batgirl, Barbara, got shot. So it's cool that she's not as overprotective of Oracle, but again, I wish she was a little. It's just because she's pretty much the same person as she was when she was Batgirl a long time ago. But I just hope we get to find out what's happened from the past, I guess, more. And I can't wait to see what's going on. Like I said, I really like that we get to see two lives, Barbara and Batgirl. So there's a lot of good elements in the story. And I'm happy I was excited for this series because I thought it came out to be like a very good issue. And I'm going to be excited for each issue and each adventure and finding out more of what really is truly what's happening here from the reboot, what actually did happen. And I think it's going to be a fun ride to see Batgirl. The art was awesome. A little dark because it is Batman, but it's not that dark. Definitely great pages, great art. One of my favorite series I've read so far for the whole entire DC reboot. One of my favorite issues, well, one of my favorite issues I read, because I did read Morning Glories was really good, and Action Comics was a little better. But it was one of my good issues. I gave it a 4.5 again. There were questions I wish were answered about Oracle and all that. A little less mature for being an Oracle, but I guess we'll find that out as the issue goes on. I don't know if this is the issue. I don't know if all the issues are 5 years in the past, but I don't know if this issue is. But I guess we'll have to see as issues go on what's going on with Batgirl, and the stories seem really great, and like I said, I can't wait to see what's going on and what happens next. Alright, so this is Comic Uno, and I hope you enjoyed, and I say pick this issue up. If you like Barbara, if you don't like Barbara, if you like, Barbara Gordon, for me, is one of my favorite characters, and I think hopefully maybe we'll get some Stephanie Brown in there, as spoiler, and see what's going on there, and can't wait to see what happens next, and I say pick it up. Even if you're not a Barbara fan, maybe you'll become a Barbara fan. If you like Stephanie Brown, you were disappointed, you might like Barbara Gordon because she's not as uptight. She's free-spirited, kind of like Stephanie was. And I always said that Stephanie's been, I guess because Stephanie was free-spirited, kind of like Barbara Gordon. Like Cassandra was never that free-spirited. But Stephanie kind of was like Barbara. So if you like Stephanie, you might like Barbara Gordon as Batgirl also. And because if you like Batgirl series, Barbara was in that series. So give this issue a chance if you like Stephanie. I love Stephanie, but I still like this issue too. So, give it a chance, 4.5. I hope you enjoyed. This was Comic Uno. See ya.